All right, looks like I'm joined with my guests of the evening, as in plural, DJ True Justice and Vocab Slick with me right now. What's up, fellas?
Yo, yo.
How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. Can you hear us all right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome.
We appreciate
So I
y'all.
got, I'm True Justice. We got Vocab Slick with me. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Thank you, fellas, for being on the show. I see that y'all are in Minneapolis, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
Currently at in Minneapolis. Yep, right now in the green room for the show, actually. And it's snowing. Yep.
Wow. Okay, well, it is Minnesota, so maybe a little snow in spring could be a
But
common thing, but
that's
nonetheless,
what I've been
man,
hearing. That's
yeah,
what I've been hearing. They've like, yo, we don't really get a real springtime. And then I got a screenshot from my homegirl back home, and it's 93 in Sacramento.
man, that's the West Coast for you. That makes
I
me
know, right?
jealous. And I'm in Kentucky. We're trying to get to some 70s. I'll be okay with some 70 degrees at this point, cause this
Gotcha.
cold weather's overstaying its welcome. But that's just my opinion. Um, so fellas, the reason we're doing this interview is to talk about this tour, Slap Frost tour that's been going on since March 25th. So y'all been on the road these past couple of weeks with a variety of indie artists. Uh, so y'all are the co-founders of this tour. This tour's been going on, I believe, 6 to 7 years now. I see. Uh, of just
This is our
independent,
seventh year. Yep.
yeah. So just independent hip hop artists doing shows from region to region, East Coast to West Coast. Uh, so before we get to the current tour that's happening, just give a little history, a little background as far as how did this tour got together? How did it get started?
Well, we started this tour kind of out of a necessity type thing. You know, me myself, True Justice, Vocab Slick, we originate in different circles, but around 2012 into 13 and 14, we started running in the same circles. Based on a lot of mutual experiences we had, personal and business. So once we started, like being on the same page together, we started wanting the same things for ourselves, and mainly being able to get booked and doing shows outside of our home area. I come from Berkeley. Vocab comes from Santa Rosa, which is about an hour away from each other. But that's the North Bay, so it's like the Bay Area is our home, and so we ran in, like I said, the same circles doing shows in the same circuit, but we found ourselves wanting more.
That's awesome. Just yeah, I definitely represent for the culture as far as getting indie hip hop artists together and having them go to certain places they've never been to before.
Right.
It's a chance to give them some new fan base in different areas outside of their home per se. For this tour to go on for 7 years, is incredible. And y'all definitely
Thank you.
should get mad props for that. Uh, so fast forward to now, y'all been in the Midwest since late March. With this tour winding down, at least in the Midwest area. I mean, how's it been just been on the road these past few weeks?
It's been good. It's a reminder of strengthening where your weakest points are, and our weakest points are the Midwest, and so that's why we're out here, trying to build our fan base up a little bit more in the Midwest, where a lot of artists will only go to the places that are strongest,
because that's where their bread and butter is. Like we do that too, but we feel it's also important to spread out and because like you said, we represent the culture of hip hop. So where's the culture of hip hop? The culture of hip hop is all over the country, and part of that country is in the Midwest, and so we need to give that our attention as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm looking at the list of performers here. Foreign Legion is on there. My fellow Kentuckian with Mill is on there. Shout out to
Yeah.
him. Justin's Case is on there. Moon Magic is on there, and it's hosted by Z Man. Y'all been in Illinois. You've been in Iowa, Missouri. You've been in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Columbus, Ohio. Y'all literally been all over the Midwest. Some of the, some notable cities there, obviously. Shout
Yeah,
out
yeah,
to,
man. I wanted to touch on something that you said that was really important,
yeah,
and what you said at first. Indie, meaning independent. So meaning that we don't have a record company that you have heard of backing us. We don't
mhm,
have a corporate entity backing us. This is all on on our own dime and uh, our own desire. Because a lot of our contemporaries, given this situation, where they're put in a situation where it's not all roses and it's not all predetermined. Like this tour has been a lot of surprises. Like a lot of the places I thought were gonna go up didn't go up. The places I had no idea went up. So it's a learning experience. I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm always learning. And has opened my eyes, like really, because I'm a DJ for about 28 years in the Bay Area, and I get phone calls all the time to do work. Um, but I would love to get those phone calls from Chicago. I would love to get those phone calls from West Virginia, like, hey, what's going on? Right now, we're making the phone calls and putting it in action, and hopefully, after the work is done, we start getting these phone calls.
yeah, absolutely. And, this is proof that independent artists can really put a tour like this together and people gonna really vibe with it. And just getting the support that y'all getting, just making it 7 years of this tour. Just as I point out, indie hip hop artists, want to be a part of this. They want to be part of this tour and really want to experience it firsthand. So it's awesome. You got artists from East Coast and West Coast just doing these shows and just putting on a clinic out there showing independent artists can do this. They can pull this off. And it definitely helps getting that support from all these cities and new fans. And what I also love about indie music is that you actually get to talk to these people. You get to have a chats with them
Yes,
like after shows,
yes,
and so just y'all talking to people with different walks of life. That's awesome. And just the support that y'all getting is incredible. So again, props to you, True Justice, and to you, Vocab, on doing this for so
Thank you.
long and it's still ongoing after all these years. That's longevity, and it's proof that this should encourage people to do more tours like this in the future. I say. So, and these fellas are in
Well, I appreciate the kind words, man.
yeah, and these
yes,
fellas
definitely.
are at Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight at the Hook and Ladder Theater. You can
Right
still
now.
check out the show if you're in that area. And for those in the Racine, Wisconsin area, they're gonna be at Maduffel's. I hope I pronounced that correctly.
McCullough's
Macaulay
Pub.
Macaulay's Pub at the Racine, Wisconsin. That's the last stop of the seventh annual Frost Tour, put together by the homies DJ True Justice and Vocab Slick. So
And
check them.
Z-Man.
And Z-Man, yeah.
Yeah, Z-Man
And can't
hosting
forget
it.
Z-Man. We can't forget Z-Man. He's the third founder.
Yeah,
There's three of us.
let's talk about Z-Man for a moment. Obviously, with
Definitely.
all these talented MCs, you gotta have the host with the most that keep things together. Was it like having Z-Man, contributing to the show, just hosting and everything?
Well, actually, this is the first year that he's taking hosting duties. Usually, he has a full set, and in the first year out, 2014,
Yeah.
Z-Man was the headliner, and so we went on to have different headliners after that. And last year, well, not last year, 2020, we went back to headlining our own shows. And this go around, everybody that's on the tour, we're all like-minded individuals and kind of on the same plane. So it hasn't been one headliner. We're just all rolling together, and our sets change every night. But Z-Man not only hosting, is the art director. All the artwork that you see,
Yeah.
all the artwork that you see, regarding the Slap Frost tour and the character itself, he created that by hand. He's an incredible artist. And oh shit, we got him in the building. How do?
What's up,
How are you?
man?
Just out here hosting these shows, doing the most. What's happening with you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for being part of the podcast, and we was just talking about you, and your
Yeah.
hosting duties, and you doing a fantastic job. So I'll ask
hmm
you, man, what's this experience been like for you hosting this tour?
Oh man, it's lousy. No, no, it's fun. It's what I'm saying. Like it has its moments, but I don't mind. I mean, I'm a master of ceremony anyway, so I'll get up there and just do what I do. It's kind of just off the cuff, and not just kind of just you know get up there and make people feel comfortable. Maybe crack. They might laugh here and there, and then I do a song, so it's all right. You know, it's fun. You know, if you're up there drunk enough, shit. Nah, but sometimes. But then I get to getting a little too squirrely and loose. But no, it's fun. I mean, I've never gone on a tour and just hosted. I'm very used to doing sets. But this is cool.
Okay,
If that answers your question.
yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad for you to be here, and as I told these gentlemen, from what I've heard, from all the information that I have here, you're doing a fantastic job hosting this tour, and you got a show tonight, you got a show tomorrow, so keep doing, man, keep going,
Yeah, I
and
got no choice.
yeah. You got no choice. One more show, man. You got actually two more tonight and tomorrow. So getting close to that
Wait,
finish
I didn't
line.
get that. What'd you say?
I said you got two shows. You got tonight and tomorrow. So
Yeah.
yeah. And
Yeah,
since
no. It should be fun tonight and tomorrow, the last one. So we might celebrate hard for that or just go extra, extra.
hey
But
man.
every night we go. Every night is kind of extra, extra. To be honest, I don't know how much harder we can go. Shit, but it's good.
Absolutely. Well, since you're here, man, I was gonna ask Vocab and True Justice here about this song that was released recently, the Zip Zero joint. I see you on there, you
Right.
casual, slick, and
hmm
Justice on here. Just talk about that joint, man. How did that came together?
Um, you know, I think the beat. I don't know. I'm trying to. Kind of trying to remember how it came about, but I think maybe Slick had mentioned something about it. Like he had the beat, and I think maybe they came up with the concept. And I just, it was about not giving a fuck. So I was like, all right, let me not give a fuck because there's some things I don't give a fuck about. But, and that was it. and I just got in the studio and kind of did it. And at first, man, I was kind of like, I thought I might have said something wrong. I don't know. I mean, it was something in it. But it actually hearing it back, it ended up being really fresh. So, but yeah, I like the song a lot. It's a good one. It's like, you know what I mean? Like really just a eerie kind of beat. And it's just like, you hear this, you're like, oh yeah, they about to snap. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's a fun song, bars, you know what I'm saying? And then we just kind of just letting you know how much we give a fuck. Zero.
I like Z Man. I like Z Man, man. Shout out to Z Man.
I'm all right.
Shout out to Vocab Slick. Shout out to True Justice. Go,
Right on, bro. Yeah.
go stream that joint. Zip Zero is on all the platforms. Support that real hip hop. And as you pointed out, man, once that beat went on, y'all was definitely y'all attention wants to go snapping on this joint. Y'all did that.
Yeah, it's like we're in a swamp somewhere, and it's eerie, and these zombies are kind of popping up all over the place, and we just gotta go, alligators, zombies and shit coming at us, and we just gotta, do our little shrug our shoulders to them and just start chopping them down.
Yeah.
It's swamp music.
Well said. Well said. So, since I got one more question for you, Z Man, before I get back to True and Vocab here. You being the host,
I gotta get back to hosting anyway. Shit.
Yeah. So one more quick question for you. With this tour winding down, coming to an end, what's some of your favorite memories, favorite moments from this tour, as far as city, crowd? What's been a favorite a highlight of you from this tour?
I think the food from the other night. It was fantastic. It was lovely. Still memorable. No, it was some good times. There's a lot of them though. You know what I'm saying? Like, the other night, yeah, man. I think I don't know. It was a good time at a few of them. I'm trying to think. Definitely the one I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Where the food was at. Yeah. It was a lot going on. There was a lot going on, and but there were some good times. Not even like show times. Just like kind of just hanging out or whatever, in the band after the show. Just kind of, that's when it be going down on our way back to the hotel, just clowning. But other than that, man, I mean, it's nice to be back out after 2 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all really just a crazy experience that I'm like, just really getting back into.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well,
that answers it, kind of,
Yeah, absolutely, man. Z-Man, thank you for your time, and we'll let you resume back to your hosting duties, and I'll get back to chatting with True Justice and Vocab. So thanks again, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
Hey, thank you.
Appreciate you. All right, that was Z-Man, the host of the Slap Frost tour. Gonna be joined with Vocab Slick and DJ True Justice. Check out the joint Zip Zero on all the on the platforms, and check it out at Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight, and Washington, Wisconsin tomorrow. If you're in either of those two cities, go check out this tour. Shout out to all the performers at the show. So we definitely talked a lot about this tour, obviously, and again, congrats to you fellas. 7 years, that's incredible. I also want to talk about the Bay. Talk about y'all neck of the woods. Just the hip hop in general. So me being a hip hop head, like I grew up listening to guys like E40 and Too Short and plethora of others. How would you fellas describe, hip hop in the Bay Area as far as, styles, flow, just the approach of things? How would y'all describe hip hop in the Bay Area?
Just like music in general and hip hop in particular.
Yeah.
it's always evolving because how the Bay Area hip hop scene is not how it was when in the early '90s. It's not how it was in the late '90s, the early 2000s. So with that being said, I feel like it's always evolving because we have eras. We had the hyphy era, we had the hyphy movement around 2005, 2006.
Hmm.
Um, and before that, we had what we like to call the independent boom. With artists like you mentioned, E40 and Too Short. What they were the precursor to the hyphy movement, but we have always been a strong independent area. And with a lot of legends. From Sly Stone to MC Hammer to E40 to Mac Mall to Mac Dre. I would honestly say if I was gonna paint a picture of the Bay Area hip hop scene, the word in the middle would be diversity.
Yeah, I definitely see diversity as well. And I totally forgot MC Hammer was from the Bay Area too. Um, I was walking the You Can't Touch This joint. I was not the pajama pants per se, but I was trying to do the dance moves and whatnot. But man, just shout out to you fellas on this tour. Check them out. Go ahead and promote your social medias. Where can they find you fellas at?
Well, you can find me at Vocab Slick on Instagram, or my website is vocabslick.com. That's where you'll find all my videos, all my music. My new album, Language, is on there. All my videos, my store. If you wanted to support, you can buy some merch, buy some vinyl. You'll find that all on there. And then you can find DJ True Justice at.
Yeah, you can find me on like I've been hanging around with Vocab Slick a long time, so all my stuff is streamlined. So you can find me on at DJ True Justice on pretty much everything: Twitter, IG, and you can put in DJ True Justice on Facebook. I'll pop up, and you can like Vocab. You can go to djtruejustice.com, and my face will pop up like booyah.
Well, well said, man. It was great. It's an honor to have you fellas on the show tonight. Again,
It's an honor to be
congratulations.
here, man.
Congratulations on this tour. 7 years and
Thank you.
counting. Shout out to all the performers. And I'm gonna let y'all get yourself ready for the show tonight. And just
Appreciate it.
thank you fellas again. Continued success and here to many more years of the Slap Frost tour. And when you see Wamil, tell him that Kenny said what's up.
Oh, will do, will do.
All right, y'all enjoy
Right
your
on.
night.
Y'all bump that Zip Zero.
Yeah,
Keep slapping that.
we got you. We got you. Oh,
All right,
y'all enjoy the rest of your night.